All right, this little beast right here is the Walrus Audio M1. It is, well, let's say it is far too complex to deal with in its entirety in anywhere near 5 minutes. I'm already going to go over. So I kind of want to explain, I want to at least start explaining like what all things it does. Because there's parts of it that are obvious and there's parts that aren't. Basically, mono and stereo capable box with multiple effects. Chorus, phaser, tremolo, vibe, rotary, filter, which you can see. It can. I'm running in stereo, obviously, because why not? There are 9 presets that are available on the pedal by itself. You can tweak every parameter that's on it. Knobs serve multiple functions, so there's a little bit of a learning curve. But basically, there's 3 preset banks. There's bank A, and there's a red, green, and blue preset. That's the first 3. Bank B is also red, green, and blue. Bank C, red, green, and blue. That's your 9. You get the other 128 presets available via MIDI if you want, which is in and out on the top. It's updatable by USB, which is on the side right here. You can run into it mono and out stereo, all mono, stereo in, stereo out, the whole deal. And it also has, in addition to all the parameters and features and stuff, it can sync to MIDI clock. It can take tap tempo. It has a skip kind of effect to it. It has lo-fi effects that you can add on top of all the other effects and like season them into taste. You can save all of that per preset. It's also worth noting, came from a chorus that the volume of the pedal was what it was. This one, per preset, you can boost the output volume. So if you've got like a really warbly effect that loses some of the volume, you can boost the pedal's output overall with that, which can be extremely helpful also. So it's just, they really have all their bases covered as far as like being able to do the things that you want it to do as far as modulation goes. And then, you got your basic rate and depth controls. This controls all the lo-fi-ness that you add in, and then that's the effect. Obviously, presets we already talked about. Tweak and tune have multiple functions. They're both used to first dial, like there's 3 different parameters attached to each one depending on where this switch is. So if the switch is here and we want to change the shape of the effect, if we move it over, we can change kind of the tap division where that's relevant. And then there's 3 types of each effect. So 3 choruses, 3 phasers, 3 tremolos, etc. Over here, you got an overall tone control for each effect per preset also, all this. So it can be bright or really dark. The symmetry of the wave you can change. You can, because you've got the shape kind of has the sine wave, triangle wave, and square wave. And then you can change the shape of it also, so it's irregular if you want it to be. That's symmetry right here. And then X is a parameter that changes based on every program that you use. So I say all that like somebody's going to be roasting the comments, be like, too much talking. But would you rather hear that or read the instructions? Most people don't, based on comments. Read the instructions or listen to this, but either way. That gives you an idea of like, if you're looking at the pedal, here's all the things that it can do. So you're like, well, I wonder if it can do this thing. This is what all the things it does. And so again, it'd be way too exhaustive to kind of go through every sound in the whole thing. But I wanted to run it in stereo and give you some sounds and tell you up front like what it can get you and not get you. There's very little it cannot do. We'll just say it that way. So let's just tinker around with the things, and we will go from there. We'll just start with the old chorus here. Oh, that's notable too. If you're a Strymon user, whatever is going on with your current preset, your light is going to be the color of that preset, red, green, or blue, and if you change a perimeter, it goes purple. And it's got the sensitive thing where, like, if you as soon as you get back to where the perimeter was that is saved in the preset, it goes back to its normal color, which is super helpful to be like, where was this knob on this preset? Oh, it was right there. That kind of thing. Also super user friendly and helpful for that also. The fact that it's updatable via firmware is awesome, because then as they come out with tweaks and fixes and other things, they can add it. You can get it, for free. You just plug it into your computer and go to walrusaudio.io and it'll update your firmware. It takes a matter of minutes. I did mine out of the box right when I got it, just to be sure. And knowing it was on the latest firmware was great. So anyways, so much talking about all the things. Now for noises. All right, we're going to experiment with adding some lo-fi into it. So all of this is adding lo-fi signal into a chorus, and then we'll be done. Oh, to do that, hold the bypass knob and then change the lo-fi parameter. So that's these little yellow ones. So this is envelope, drive, space, age, noise, warble. So many things. So we'll dial this in first and then figure it out. This is the overall mix of the lo-fi stuff. That's what's crazy is like you've got like instant lo-fi jams. And what's even crazier is all the ways that those controls interact, I believe, are at least slightly independent based on the effect. So like that's what noise sounds like in chorus, but noise sounds different in another effect, which is again why you could spend literally an hour, and probably somebody on YouTube has, figuring out all the nuances of all this stuff. But anyway, hopefully that my goal was to give you an idea of what it can do for you if you want it to, and then just some samples of like the stereo goodness and the lo-fi-ness, which is it's awesome. They really did a great job on this. They always do, but this was awesome. So hopefully that's helpful. Links below for whatever is helpful and necessary and etc. Hit subscribe if you would like to, and see you later.